Hey guys, and today I'm going to be ranking everything in PTFS. We're going to be ranking the planes, airports, and even the game passes too, and much more. That's why I've made a tier list right here, and we're going to be doing it. So yeah, this might be a pretty big video, so stay tuned. Let's go. We're starting off today with the planes. So this is the tier list we're dealing with today. We have all the planes down here. Yes, I did photograph every single one of them. Starting off, we got the 707. I like this model. It's pretty new. I'm going to put that in A tier. We're also comparing like airliners to military aircraft, so I don't really know if that's fair, but 727, very nice model. I like the stairs at the back. B tier. 737, I really like the new model. I'm not really a big 737 guy, but A tier for sure. Oh, we got the Dream Lifter next. I don't think I've ever flown this plane before. That's gonna go in C tier. 747. 747's pretty versatile. You know, there's a lot of things you can do with it. S tier. 747 cargo with the opening nose. I'm gonna put that in B tier. The 757's a really crusty model, as we all know. I'm gonna put that in D tier. Same with the 767. 777's pretty outdated too. C tier. I really like the plane though. 787. Damn. 787's always been one of my favorite planes. The remodel did it pretty well. Has all the private features and whatnot. A tier. S tier actually. Not A tier. A10 Warhog. The model's pretty outdated, but it does do the thing. So B tier. A6M0, very outdated as well. Look at the cockpit. D tier. A220. This doesn't really need any explaining today. S tier. Actually, S tier. I wish it was the 300 model, and the windows are a little bit big. A320. Very clean remodel. I like the cockpit the most, probably. Very good. I'm gonna put that in B tier. A330. But it's also one of the best planes to butter, so B tier. And for that, the 777 is going up there too. I'm kind of an airliner guy, if you didn't know. So, yeah. A340. This is definitely an underrated plane, in my opinion. As we know, it's not that powerful, and it's very long. Pretty good plane. B tier. I'm gonna put that in A tier actually. A350, that's gonna go in A tier as well for the same reason as the 787. A380, dude. I'm gonna put it in S tier because it's very fun to use. We got the bars in the back, the full interiors, and the cockpit's pretty good too. Airbus Beluga. This model's pretty chunky and outdated, so D tier. They should have the XL next time. Antonov An-22. It's a very unique plane to say the least. I like the configuration of the engines. That's pretty cool. And the door opens as well. But I'm gonna put that in C tier because I've never seen anyone use it since it was added. Antonov An-225. This might be another S tier because no glaze. It's the only plane you can actually drive stuff into. It's the biggest plane too, so gotta give it that. ATR 72. I don't really got much to say about this plane. I do like the opening doors though. C tier. Avro Vulcan. I don't really fly it though, and the model's pretty old at this point, so B tier. B2. I feel like it has a lot of potential, but it's very outdated, so D tier. B29. Haven't heard of this one in years. This is the first plane I ever flew though in the game. D tier. E tier actually. Okay, the blimp. That's going in F minus. Same with this one. You're getting in there too. This one looks a little bit better though, so F tier. CRJ 700. I feel like this model's held up pretty good. Really good actually. B tier. Q400, that's C tier. Alright, the Learjet's pretty fun. A tier. C-17 Glowmaster, insane plane. Looks sick. A tier. C-130 is pretty good too. I'm gonna put that in B tier. 172, D tier. 182. I don't even know why the 182 exists. E tier. Cessna 402, C tier. Cessna Caravan. I'm a big fan of the remodel of the Caravan. I like the little details where these doors are. B tier. The Cirrus Vision Jet. Pretty cool plane. I feel like it kind of sits where the 402 is. I'm gonna put it right there. Concorde, one of my favorite models. SS tier. It's just so satisfying to look at now compared to the old one. Legendary plane too. MD-11, pretty alright, I guess. Put that in C tier. MD-90, I'm gonna put that in D tier. Embraer E190. Pretty cool plane. I like how they have the toothpaste livery for Air Canada. B tier. B tier is getting big, bruh. English Electric Lightning. I don't know tier. Eurofighter Typhoon. B tier. F4 Phantom. It's crazy how this is still a group plane. I don't think anyone's going out of their way to join the group to fly this fossil of a plane. E tier. The slander will never stop. The EC-18B. We got the big nose 707 right here. I'm gonna put that in C tier. I don't really know if I'm ever gonna find a use with that. Same with the E3 Sentry. Pretty cool models though, actually. I'm gonna put that one in B tier. I'm gonna put this one in I don't know tier. Okay, Extra 300. Really old, but pretty fun to fly. I like the Red Bull livery too. It's fun. B tier. I don't even know if it needs a remodel. We got the Corsair. B tier. F14 Tomcat. We got the F14 We got the F-14 Tomcat, very cool plane, A tier. S tier maybe, S tier. F-15 is pretty fast. It's got room for 2 as well. That's pretty good, B tier. F-16, B tier. F-18 is pretty good. You got the Blue Angels with it as well, A tier. F-22, A tier. F-35, I'm gonna put that in B tier. Fokker DR-1, E tier, I don't know. Looks like a toy. We got the Hawker Harrier. This is the first VTOL plane added in the game. I haven't really flown it that much. I don't know tier. The Chinook goes crazy, but it's very, very old. Hate to be bringing that up every single time, but I'm gonna put that in A tier actually. H-135, pretty clean helicopter we got here today, B tier. S-92, pretty alright. Has the Coast Guard as well, B tier. Bell 412, the OG helicopter, D tier. Hot air balloon, 200 Robux, F tier, not E tier. P-38 Lightning, pretty unique plane. I like the remodel too. I don't know tier though. Paratrike. If I get one more dare with the Paratrike on my channel, I'm gonna kill F tier. The SR-71's pretty mint. It's got the open and hatch too, A tier. But this kind of goes for the entire category of seaplanes, D tier. SU-27, OG model we're dealing with right now, B tier for now. Twin Otter, very nice plane. I'd like to see a cockpit remodel at some point, A tier. It's the only plane with an overhead panel too. So, I don't know why they aren't adding those. Wright Flower, it's slow as hell for whatever reason. And I feel like most people just troll with it at this point. So, E tier. Now we got the Hurricane. Very ancient model we're dealing with right now. D tier. Now we got the Hawk Tuah. Very good plane. We got the red arrows too, as we all know. I'm gonna put that in A tier. Pretty cool plane. Now we got the MiG-15. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Pretty goofy looking plane. Gotta love it though. Piper Cub. Much respect to the Paper Club. D tier. Piper PA-28. I really liked flying this plane back in the day, but it is kind of showing its age now. So, C tier. Now we got Santa. Gonna put that in D tier. The physics are pretty insane. Now we got the Walrus. Oh my god. SS tier. That honestly might be the best plane in the game. I always use it to get around when I need to, and it's the fastest commercially available plane in PTFS. There are faster planes out there if you know what I mean. Finally, we got the old Concorde. Yeah, put that one on here too. The model was pretty insane back then. I'm gonna put that in E tier. Yeah. Alright guys, that's all for the plane tier list. This is what we're kind of dealing with today. And I can't wait to rank other things next. Alright, now we're gonna be ranking the PTFS islands. So let's do it. Starting up, we got Greater Rockford. Very big island, very massive island. I feel like it makes the most of the land it's on. S tier. I feel like Cyprus is pretty underrated. We got a lot of airports too. A tier. Grindavik is pretty hidden, pretty small. I'm gonna put that in B tier. Izo, another great island. A tier. Old Greater Rockford. Damn. I'm gonna say A tier because the airports are pretty close together and the scenery wasn't the best. But yeah. Tokyo, SS tier. Very beautiful island. Very nice. Perth, SS tier for real. Southampton can go down there with Grindavik. Scapelos, that's C tier. Then we got St. Bartholomew, iconic island. That's gonna go A tier. And that's it for islands. Now we gotta move on to a new thing. Now we're going to be ranking the airports in PTFS. Each individual one. Let's rate. Starting off, we got Airbase Gary. Pretty alright airport, I guess. The cliffs look kind of like retaining walls, not gonna lie. C tier. Now we got Al Najaf. I like how it's on the desert, but it doesn't really have that much to offer. C tier. Baltic Airfield. The new Baltic Airfield is one of my favorite airports. I like how it's on the mountain. I like how it has a little private resort. I'm gonna put that in A tier. Greater Rockford. Pretty laggy, not gonna lie, because it is very big. Very big. We got 3 runways, 2 different terminals, which I didn't even know at first. B tier. Now we got Grindavik. Pretty decent airport. That's going to go in B minus. Now we got Henstridge Airfield. Maybe D tier. HMS Queen Elizabeth. I like how simple it is. I like the simplicity of it. B minus. Izo. Very great airport. Love the approach into it. A tier. Larnaca. Very underrated airport. The terminals look sick, just not the interior. A tier. Lukla. Lukla's a pretty fun airport, I guess. B tier. McConnell Airport. Very nice military airport. It's pretty clean, you know what I mean? B tier. Old Greater Rockford. Damn. I don't even know why I put this on here, but S tier. Perfect airport. Perth International. This is my favorite airport in the game. I film all my videos here. Very nice. SS tier. Perfect airport. Freaking goated. Now we got Pavos Airport. B minus, I guess. RAF Scampton, very cool airport. A tier. I'm gonna put this in A tier as well. Saba's going in A tier as well. I'm gonna move Greater Rockford to A tier. Southampton. Now, Southampton is pretty alright. I like how it's winter all the time. That's cool. Pretty unique airport. I'm gonna put that in B minus. Now we got St. Bartholomew. Pretty nice airport. That's gonna go in A tier. Yeah. Scapelos, D tier. Training Center, C tier. Barra Airport. If y'all remember this airport, that's crazy, because I don't. It's the one with the imaginary runways, and we got like 6 of them. E tier. Tokyo Airport, S tier, and it's the biggest airport in the game. pretty much. Now we got the Gerald, pretty nice. That might go in A tier, not gonna lie. Now we got the oil rig. You can't really do much with it, but it's pretty cool. It looks sick, not gonna lie. I'm gonna put that B-. Meller Airport, very nice airport. Love the new scenery that was added to complement it. Very nice. I'm gonna put Meller at A tier. Now we got the C bases. Tavro Sea base is probably the best out of the three. B-, I guess. Waterloo can go C tier, and Sea Haven can go E tier. How about that? That's pretty good for the tier list we got here today. This is what we're dealing with. That's it for the airports. Don't leave just yet. We got more categories to cover. Now we're gonna move on to... It is time to do game passes. Let's go. Ooh. Starting off strong, we got the A380. Pretty decent game pass, I guess. A tier. And 225. As we all know, you can do quite a bit with it. A tier. ATC is going in S tier, dog. You get free cam too. That's the only reason why. Now we got the blimp. I don't think anyone should be paying any amount of money for these. F tier. Blue Angels, pretty alright. B tier. Same with the red arrows. C-130, just another plane, I guess. C tier. Especially since we got a free C-17. Coast Guard's pretty good, but I don't really know if it's worth 200 Robux. C tier. Now we got the F-16, just another plane. C tier. F-22, just another plane, but it's a good plane, so B tier. Same with the F-35. Same with the Chinook for the most part. Fire engine's pretty good. Way better than it used to be. I feel like it used to be like 200 Robux, and you couldn't even do anything. Now you can remove engine fire, so that's cool. B tier. Hot air balloon. Hell nah for 200 Robux. Hell nah. F tier. Maybe an E tier. Now we got the outfit picker. I feel like everyone should own this one. It's only 15 Robux, so S tier. Opens a lot of possibilities. Presidential Game Pass. Once again, they've added a lot of value to it, so A tier. Private jets, A tier. Now we got Santa Sleigh for trolling, maybe an A tier, but that's gonna go down here. Alright, now we got seaplanes. That's gonna go right here. The SR-71 is, it's pretty cool, but I feel like it might just be up here too. Then we got the Walrus. That might be pretty good. I don't know. Might have to be S tier. Here's the list we got. That's pretty much it. Now we got the tools. Starting with the binocular tool. It definitely carried back in 2020, but definitely not now. So D tier. This is a very small list. What the hell? Now we got the cones, which I think are really cool, but I feel like they'll start a lot of issues. A tier. Now we got the marshalling tool. Very important. S tier. Now we got the flare gun. D tier. Emergency bag. C tier. These can go up to C tier as well. Parachute. C tier. Passport. D tier. Run tool, S tier. Military parachute, C tier. Suitcase, B tier. Trolley, A tier, I guess. And there we go. That was pretty quick. Now we're doing the ground crew vehicles. Let's go. We don't even have a lot of them, but baggage truck, A tier. It's hella funny. Now we got the bus. I like the style. It's pretty unique, I guess. But the ground clearance is horrible. D tier. Catering truck. Very, very cool. Probably one of the nicest looking vehicles we got today. A tier. Fire truck. Fire truck's pretty good. Pretty useful. But it's a game pass. So... B tier. Follow me truck, probably one of the fastest. C tier. Fuel truck, B tier. And finally, we got the stair truck, aka pushback tug. Let's go. Yeah, this is probably one of the ugliest cars in the game, but it is useful sometimes. So D tier. Nah, C tier. All right, this is kind of the final product we're dealing with. Time to move on to the last one. Finally, to wrap up this video, we're gonna be doing the game version starting at 2019 because that's when I started playing. So yeah, 2019. I'm gonna put that in B tier, mainly because of collisions. Very nice. 2020, that might have to be A tier. 2021, S tier. Gotta love it. 2022, I wasn't really here for 2022, but we did get Tokyo. I'm gonna put that in C tier. I didn't really like the skybox they had back then. 2023, pretty alright too. And then 2024, that's going in S tier as well. Alright, that's the tier list. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And that's all for this video, so thanks for watching. Thanks to all the members who joined the channel right here, and I'll talk to you later.